If things went well in an effort to heal Isaiah, it would feel like a team effort. What I would have done, if I could have done it for him, is assemble in a room people who have responsibility and possibility in each of the several components of the system of effort that affects him. I would have found his probation officer. I would have found a teacher who's interested in him. I would have found a physician and a nurse who was willing to reach out to him, and a home health worker, somebody in his community that could visit his home. I would have talked to the minister in the church that his mother went to, and of course his mother. I would have pulled together people who had resources that they could bring to bear on him, people who understood perhaps nutrition, certainly experts in substance abuse and substance abuse counseling. And we would have created a sense of collective activity exactly as we did when giving him chemotherapy. We were watching his infections and his ability to clot his blood and the correct dose of the chemotherapy and the psychiatric support to get him through pain and the pain control. We made a team to cure his leukemia. I would have formed a team that surrounded him with the influences that we would need to get in order to help him. Forming that team in the modern medical context is nearly impossible. There's no time. People don't get together. They can't. They have never met each other. There's no broker. There's nobody in the middle to say, hey, everybody, Isaiah's in the middle here. We need to get together. When you think about Isaiah and as an individual, especially as a student, say you want to help him, I think it can feel overwhelming at the start. You don't have control over the influences that will determine whether the Isaiahs of today live or fail. I know that. The whole point of the effort in improvement, in modern improvement, I think in some ways is get started. Just get started. There isn't any wrong step to take as long as you take the first step. A first step that should be guided by science. Look at the driver diagram. Understand what influences on health look like, and pick something that we know has a chance of becoming part of the answer.